Hey guys, welcome back to OverTakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
And we are here with our Week 7 pick show, doing a little extended version. We have some things we want to talk about. Everyone out there in YouTube and podcast land, thank you very much for joining us. All right, so what do we got?
So, lots of stuff to talk about. Obviously, if you know anything about Overwatch, you know the big news of getting the new hero. Just dropped onto the PTR today, so we're going to be discussing that. But first, there was some news from Houston that came out. When was it? It was literally right after you recorded. So yeah, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday afternoon.
But you know what? Actually, I think it happened Monday.
It was Monday, yeah.
I overlooked it. I overlooked a lot of stuff.
Fair. But anyway, with that, basically everyone from Houston left, at least in their management.
The upper management.
Yeah, the upper management of Houston either got fired or quit, or just it was a mutual parting of ways. We're not 100% sure exactly why they left yet.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they're gone.
Flame is gone. Him being the main one, because he's been there since the beginning, and he's been probably the most vocal person for their whole organization.
And
so for them to lose him it's a big deal.
Yeah, and I thought they kind of started turning it around. Yeah, I mean, we rail on him and stuff like that, but I also kept saying I don't think it's his fault in all of this. Mm-hmm. Especially, I think, and I'm not a pass guy, but sometimes you got to give a guy a pass. Like last year, that was all out of his control. He had no money to do anything. He picked up some guys that, they weren't really that questionable because, as soon as it's oh, wow, they got hydration and they got Jessica.
This past offseason, when he finally got free reign to rebuild his roster, on paper, it seemed like it was the right move to make, and then it's been a really poor start. They've started to look a little better, but I can't imagine that this doesn't cause some kind of derailment for this team. I'll be shocked if it doesn't cause some kind of issues.
Yeah, because that's going to cause some strife, because those guys, they were brought in by Flame. They've been, especially the guys that have been there since the beginning. And I don't really think he did anything wrong in my mind, unless him and the new management just clashed. Mm-hmm. Like the new owners and whatnot. And it could have been the situation with new owners. I don't know why they waited this long, but they were doing the typical new owner thing of, you know what, let's just clean house and start and put our people in there.
Sounds kind of familiar,
yeah.
Houston fans. What have I been saying all year? What is it?
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Well, you can just equate them to their football team now.
Are you fucking kidding me? This weekend's matches have been rescheduled.
What?
Overwatch League postpones March 21st through March 22nd.
Oh, California just got shut down.
For the overall safety and well-being of our players, teams, and staffs, and in alignment with the Los Angeles Safer at Home Health Order, we are canceling this weekend's scheduled Overwatch League competition. We will share more details on match rescheduling and look forward to returning to action.
California got shut down about an hour ago.
Yep.
Okay, breaking news, folks. So we're not going to have a pick show.
We're going to put out this show and talk about give our thoughts on that and the hero and talk about the potential that we might get some games next week, I guess. At this point, it's all very fluid.
No, we're going to have to watch Philadelphia and fucking Washington again. No! No! I don't want to watch any East Coast anything anymore.
At least thankfully, we might finally see some of the Chinese teams. But goddamn, this is a huge bummer.
That was the one thing we had this weekend. Oh, well. Well, all you Animal Crossing nerds just got your schedule freed up.
Just more time for me to play Animal Crossing. Well, that is a massive bummer. All right.
Well, I really want to... It just gives more time for Prophet to practice Echo.
I guess so.
All right, back to Houston, and we'll get back to this in a moment. I gotta unpack this in my brain.
Right.
But back to what I was saying. But Houston should be kind of used to this now. I mean, it would be the equivalent of them trading, Muma for Chris and a couple of fucking mouse pads to the Mayhem.
Right.
All right.
At this point, Houston is also starting to reflect their own football team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The DeAndre Hopkins trade.
Jesus Christ. This team is just... anytime they have any kind of momentum and things start to look better, it just goes...
The fates go...
catastrophically wrong.
The fates go, oh, no. No.
And believe me, Houston fans, I feel your pain, because I've been through this. Imagine going through this for 20 years. That's what it's like being a Browns fan, so I feel you. But that is what you're going through, and that is what your team is. You are the Browns of the Overwatch League.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind.
But it was weird timing, I thought.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part about the whole thing is, now? You're just going to do it in the, 3 or 4, 4 weeks into the season, 5 weeks into the season?
When you seem to...
Just when you start to have, started to get some kind of momentum and you got some time off, I guess maybe that's why they did it, because it was the time off is coming. That's really the only thing I can think of.
God, that's like corporate, soap opera thing. We'll just let them go when the break comes.
Right.
No matter what they're doing. Just
right, that's some...
That's Monty Burns
fire them right before Christmas. It's not going to be working those weeks anyway.
Yeah. So. Dude, I had a boss. I'm not going to reveal the company, but I worked for, it was someone I knew, their parents. Mm-hmm. If there was a it was a service they did for restaurants. It involved knives and sharpenings and things like that. So you don't get the best people on the planet to want to sharpen things.
Sharpen knives
in a basement. But
yeah,
they used to wait, no matter if there were a problem or not. They would wait till Friday afternoon to get the last bit of work out of them, and then cut them loose.
Yeah, that sounds like that kind of industry, restaurant, anything to do with restaurants.
Yeah, since you finished your shift, don't come in tomorrow.
Well, Sunday brunch is over. You're off tomorrow automatically because we're not open, but you don't have to come in on Tuesday or the rest of next week. Or anytime.
Yeah. we got our use out of you and you're done. That's what it feels like. I feel kind of bad for Flynn, but he they were posting he was kind of relieved. I could see that. That was a really it's stressful, and then compounded by probably the most popular team in the league. Mm-hmm. And the performance has been bad, and the sale and all the starting off horribly and all the stuff that's been going on. I think I saw someone tweeted him when the genie gets released at the end of Aladdin, that GIF, where the chains come off and all that. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll see.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's enough of that. Well, we were going to talk a little bit about the schedule. I
mean, I guess next week is still on.
I'm going to look at next week and see where it is. Because the state of California is on shutdown right now.
All it says is online play, at least on the website. So you got Guangzhou, Shanghai, Chengdu, Hangzhou. That starts at 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. respectively.
That's right. They were supposed to have 19
Eastern
games.
Time. So that... I don't know what you do for that. I feel like those games are probably still going to happen.
Those games are going to happen in the East Coast games for now, because
at least as of right now,
shut down.
Right.
We might have only 4 teams playing, the Chinese teams. But the next week's schedule, we're probably not going to get San Francisco, Los Angeles, Gladiators, Seoul, Dallas.
I mean, I don't know what you do.
Unless you shock,
you basically have all these guys in a large house where they can each have their own space in it. Like, that's really the only thing you can do. And, like, I'm assuming they were going to have them at least, like, go to, like, a location where they were going to play.
Well, like a team house?
But be all together. Yeah, like, either a team house or, like, somewhere where they can, like, have, like, incredibly, like, some kind of place where they would have a very reliable internet, because I don't think you'd want to even use like a regular ISP for this type of thing. I feel like you want to have like priority and all that.
An office with a server kind of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking they probably rented out some office spaces or something. Yeah, I don't know. Like this just makes everything even more up in the air. Like there's only so much we can do. Like we were supposed to get how many games next week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games next week. And we might only get half of them if we get any.
Because Dallas and Vancouver are involved next weekend. They're basing out of their home cities.
Okay.
Seoul is in Los Angeles.
Well, Dallas will probably play because Texas is being stupid. And they're like, well, freedom.
Well, the Mayhem are going to be
yeah.
the way that people are acting down there.
No kidding.
But Florida, goddammit. Come on, get it together, please.
No kidding.
I don't care if I die. I got to drink that dude that got punched in the face they keep showing on the news.
Yeah.
With his hat on backward like a douche canoe.
Oh, God.
Dude, someone lit you up last night.
Yeah, they did. Or either that or he, like, biffed hard, which is really possible.
Yeah, into somebody's fist. He fell into somebody's fist.
Right.
Anyway, enough of Florida. Well, we'll be at you guys with news on
as soon as we get it. But I guess let's talk a little bit about Echo.
Yeah. So, all right.
I mean, a hero that has been teased pretty much since the launch of the game. Longer
than fucking Anna was teased.
Oh,
or Sombra. I mean, when was Sombra started getting teased? I didn't even have the game yet, and I remember seeing all the weird shit they were doing with that.
Yeah, that was... Doomfist? I mean, Sombra was a long tease, but... Yeah, Doomfist was a long tease. But I mean, with Echo, like, she's been kind of a known thing for... literally since the game came out.
Yeah, I mean, she was in the first picture, but everyone said it was Athena.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in the McCree thing for Ash, that cinematic.
Yeah.
And what was that? That was BlizzCon 2018?
Yes.
So about a year and a half, I mean, she was being
That was when Ash came out. But that was when we, like, officially saw her. But even before then, like, we still kind of knew who she was. Like, because I definitely, like, you're like, oh, it's Echo. You're like, oh, man, like, she looks so cool. And, like...
Yeah.
But, like, I remember there had been mentions of her before that, too. So, I mean, she's been teased for a really long time. And just, like, especially when she first got unveiled in that Ash thing, everyone's going to be like, oh, she's a support. Then we got the...
and it was... You know what? It was misleading because in that... The way McCree was... She looked at his hand, his arm.
Uh-huh.
And you didn't know the backstory with Mina Lau then.
Yeah.
So she's looking at his hand and she's in all that, like a healer would look, like a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Like his Omnican or whatever the hell that, when his hand got blown off or whatever.
Right.
And he's like, they want me, but they need you. Kind of going along that, yeah, I can shoot everybody, but they need you to keep them alive. So in your mind, she's a support. And
not what she actually is.
Which we kind of got a glimpse of in the 0 Hour trailer for Overwatch 2.
And we're like, no one really thought about it.
Yeah.
There was some people that are now being like, see, I was right. I told you it was going to be a DPS.
Well, I kind of was like, I don't know if she's going to be a real support.
Yeah.
I thought she would have, like,
maybe more like a Zen.
Yeah, that's
type.
what I was thinking. With like I thought maybe the sticky bomb thing would be like her Q
or something. But so throw all that out the window.
Yeah,
she's a damage dealer, and man, does she deal damage.
Yeah, and we're gonna call that a damage dealer.
Yeah. So one thing I do like, and Leg Day pointed it out, and he's like, we get a hero that doesn't have any hard stuns.
Yes.
Has no instant kills. While she does a fuck ton of damage, she does not have an instant kill.
She is close to it, but you gotta finish it off.
But you gotta, it's more of a finish off thing, which I think is a little bit more. I bet that gets toned down to like under 40% type of thing.
Yeah.
They'll kind of mess with the percentage for when that, because I do like the idea of having an ability where like low characters are going to be more vulnerable to it.
That MOBA-esque kind of. That's. I mean, I know everybody's like, you can do your pew pew thing with her and all that, and shoot stuff. I like the MOBA aspects of the game.
Yeah.
I like different abilities. If I want to just straight up shooty, I would go into CS:GO. By the way, that's the one that's going to get in trouble with Valorant or DeLorean.
CS:GO.
Yeah. All those people that are logging on there aren't because they're bored. They want to learn how to do it, so when they go into this game, they can play it right. Nobody's logging into Overwatch to learn how to play Valorant. That was just aside. But I like how she's based. There's projectile. The flying is not easy.
Yes.
It's not hard, but it's not easy. And I like how it can be used in like different ways too. You don't have to straight up like Pharah it. I mean, I haven't screwed around enough with it. I want to kind of see if like you can just do like dashes in. Like if say the Mei, like you're playing with a Mei and she drops a blizzard, and you have your beam up, you can dash like fly in with the beam because it does so much damage on half killed heroes. Half and below, you could get like a 4 kill without even using an ultimate or anything like that.
Right.
Or you throw sticky bombs in there like really fast and get out. There's a lot of nuances to it. There's some people that are going to be doing some wicked shit with her. It's going to be sick.
Absolutely. Like there's going to be some crazy stuff that is going to happen.
I mean, people are just learning her, and then once these pros get a hold of her, I think Prophet is going to do some damage with her. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, Jesus.
And we haven't even got into the ultimate.
Yeah, so her ultimate is one of the craziest in the game so far. She clones herself into somebody from the enemy team. And it could be anybody. Literally any character she can clone herself into.
Yeah.
Including herself, which is a weird flex. She can't. Okay.
That's the one you can't do, because that would just be like, you would break the timeline.
Yeah.
The space-time continuum would, because then you would just keep hitting Q into yourself. Who knows what would happen then? Right. Maybe we would figure out some Zen lore by that point. Maybe it would throw us into that.
She can't replicate herself, but a cool little touch is like they basically recorded the voice actress saying all of the other characters' lines.
Yeah, like imitating them. It's pretty hilarious.
It is pretty awesome. I really enjoy that part.
Her saying Diva's lines is freaking hilarious.
What about Reinhardt's?
Oh yeah. Hammer down, and she's got like an English accent.
Hammer down. It's so good.
Like when she does the Dragon Strike one. That one's pretty funny. Yeah. And when she does not Hanzo, Genji.
Oh yeah,
The Dragon Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it sounds like an English accented text to speech.
Yeah.
I think that was what they were kind of going for, with a little bit of like emotion to it, but
yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing. But so when she copies a person, ult charge is increased by what, like 600%?
650.
650%. I don't expect that number to stay that for very long.
Well, I mean,
my guess is it'll either be that they'll keep it at that number, but they will either lower the overall duration, or they will make it so you can only get one ult while her ult is going.
Well, there's a couple of them that you only can anyway.
Yeah.
Soldier, May.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tried. You can't run multiple blizzards like Bob. You can only run one Bob at a time. You can get a second Bob. It's just like refreshing the Bob and putting them in a different area. But you can't have like multiple Bobs.
You can't have multiple Bobs, but you can have multiple Dragon Strikes. You can have multiple Pulse Bombs.
Grabs.
I think some people, grabs.
Hammers.
There's a lot. Hammer downs.
Like any of the like Diva Bombs, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You still can get knocked out of it.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's like, you're in the training room fucking around, and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, so I can get four pulse bombs in 12 seconds, but can you?
Right.
I could probably get 2 or 3. You could probably get 3 or 4, 3. But once people figure that out,
the likelihood of you actually being able to do that in a game is pretty slim. It is interesting because, like, in the hands of a player like Prophet, for instance, what could that dude do?
Yeah.
To, like, I feel like there's moments where he could absolutely get like 3 Dragon Strikes.
Yeah. But there's also do you want to go the tank route? Because you go up 600 to like 600 health.
Right.
And you're, like Hog, you can get 2 off, and that if used right, that's pretty devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Or, or you
even
go support.
Rhine or
Diva.
Fucking Zarya, like Sigma. I feel like most of the time tanks are the play. But there's a lot of really interesting things
Baptiste
that you can do
for a support. Yeah. You
getting more or like one of the things that Jeff said is doing Mercy and stealing and getting a res off.
And then you have Valkyrie.
Yeah, and then you get a Valkyrie on top of it. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun, though. I kind of like the angle. It makes you think, and it also makes you think who you're playing. Like, like Tim the Tatman said, so, like, if she's farming the Diva for ults, and you're just getting bombed to death, it's like, you got to get off Diva.
I'm really fascinated to see how this all plays out. I am fully expecting there to be a lot of changes to the numbers that she's doing. Yeah. As far as damage and how it all works, but I mean, she is going to throw a complete and total wrench into everything. The one thing I'm bummed that she's not a support, because I was really hoping for another support as a support player. But
just in general, even if you're a player of the game.
We need another support for sure. And I don't want to have to wait until Overwatch 2, but it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. At the same time, I can't wait to watch the League with her.
You get some of these Swiss Army knife dudes playing her. Mm-hmm. Like Libero Prophet, Surefour. Mm-hmm. Guys like that. Or someone like Rascal. I feel like Rascal's... Sure, I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go Baptiste with her. But think about that. You could drop that amp matrix right before you're done, and then shoot those fucking sticky bombs through that and just blow the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, there's
And I want to see some interactions. So if you have a Baptiste, like you're running and it's going to do some weird things to mirror matches too, I think. Mm-hmm. It's going to make people think twice. So what if you ran a double amp matrix? Like,
I mean, I think it.
Like you have a Bastion. Okay, so you have a Bastion. Mm-hmm. And then your Baptiste puts an amp matrix down. And then your Echo puts an amp matrix down with 2 immortality fields on the team.
Jesus. I don't even want to think about that.
I just want to see it.
Yeah.
With Bastion one-shotting a whole team. You think the Fire Strike was bad? Mm-hmm. Or like just shoot a Helix rocket through it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, just like the weird combos you can do with that. It's insane.
Yeah.
That was the one thing that Jeff did say, though. The reason why they didn't have it on the same team is so you can, like, if you couldn't mimic someone on your team, so you could do a double Dragon Blade or try and do, like, a double beat, like with Lucio, which is still possible if you're running a mirror match.
Yeah.
They had to have done all the math for that, right?
Oh, I'm assuming yes. I can't wait.
So New York's going to do that. And so Jonak will be running around on Zenyatta with 850 shields.
Yeah.
For 12 seconds.
So one thing that's gonna suck and kind of goes against things that they've said as a dev team is this is just going to make DPS queue times like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Because who's not going to want to play this character?
Yeah, especially, I don't think she's going to replace Pharah. She's got a different vibe.
No, definitely not. But at the same time, I mean, especially when she comes out, like, her DPS queue times are going to be absurd.
I mean, yeah. But
and they're already terrible.
So, what do you call that comp when you run, what do you call that, the Luftwaffe? When you fucking have Pharah, Echo, Mercy.
Pharah, Echo, Mercy, Lucio.
Nobody's on the ground.
Diva. Or Monkey Diva.
It's your parkour.
Oh, God.
The floor is lava comp.
Yeah.
Imagine that, though. You're like, oh, you guys want to run... you guys want to run your bunker ground comp? Okay, motherfuckers. Try this. We're all in the air.
From above.
Yeah. Top Gun. I just went there.
Yeah.
You would have to have homoerotic volleyball scenes, though. Involved in that somewhere. Oh, God, this is taking a weird turn, because we were going to talk about matches, and now we're here. That's kind of a bummer. Not kind of. It really is. I was looking forward to that. But, guys, you know what you can look forward to? We could possibly stream.
Yeah.
At least me. I was going to watch matches and do all that kind of stuff, but hey. And there's also, like, a lot of people doing charity. Just to throw this out there, a lot of people doing charity stuff. It's Gamers vs. COVID-19 hashtag on Twitter. A lot of people doing, like, charity things with that. So keep an eye out for that. And, you know, if these guys are doing it, do what you can. If you can, you know, help them out. Even if you play, just stream. Get people involved. I was hoping, like, we could have, like, this whole discussion of, well, you know, the only thing we got to look forward to is esports, but public safety is the main concern right now. And if they're telling you not to go anywhere, Kel and I aren't afforded that right now.
We are not.
Or in the near future. Working in the grocery store business, we are out there in the sort of front line.
Yeah, I mean, we're out there until, I mean, there's very few things that will prevent us from going to work.
Yeah, basically, even in countries like Italy, who are being devastated by this, the only things that are open are grocery stores, pharmacies, and hospitals.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get into what else is open there. Side note, though, there is actual aquatic life in Venice.
There is.
I thought that was kind of amazing, actually. I mean, just not to go on a side note.
Cool.
When you see what, you know, this is like one of those scenarios where, you know, those weird things they do. What would happen if humans were gone for 2 months? And they do the gear.
You get monkey gang fights in Thailand. You get dolphins swimming through the canals of
Venice.
I wanted to say Rialto because this game.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I'm assuming in our neck of the woods, deer are just going to take over.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
And Florida,
that's about all the wildlife that's around here anyway.
And Florida is just going to do what Florida does. Somehow they'll still be alive.
Right?
There'll be a bunch of drunk 20-year-old
coked up hillbillies.
They're not even hillbillies, these kids. They're like guys from college and shit. Well, we're out of college, so let's go to spring break. I didn't know that was a thing anymore. I thought that was my generation that did that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Daytona, yo. Go to that MTV thing, and we'll drink Jägermeister until our liver actually punches us in the mouth, and then go home. Probably pick up some kind of disease non-related to the one that's going around.
Fair.
I got herpes and coronavirus. Hell of a spring break. All right. So I think we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, just for fun, really quick. The odds were actually pretty good. Oh, yeah, never mind. They just pulled them down. Damn it.
Damn.
I was going to say we can do for like a 2-second thing. But there were a couple of good bets on there. But all for naught, I guess. I'm gonna refresh again here because they're in England. They might be down. Let's see. But you guys are if you're into betting Overwatch, they do have contenders odds. Oh yeah, it did come up. All right. Okay. Just for fun, San Francisco is favored 370. Seoul was plus 255. Valiant plus 164, Gladiators minus 222. The closest match that I think has been all year, minus the Clown Fiesta or El Clasico, is the Gladiators were minus 149, Seoul was plus 112, and then San Francisco minus 526, Valiant were plus 334. What would you have bet? Let's just throw it out there.
I was definitely thinking both. I was going to take both games against the Gladiators.
Yeah,
they were really good bets.
I was definitely thinking Seoul against the Gladiators for sure.
Yeah,
it's really tempting that plus 255 against San Francisco, but San Francisco's so good.
Mm-hmm.
The Valiant Gladiators one is kind of up in the air for me, but
that one's probably a little more of a better bet for Gladiators, but I would say Seoul over the Gladiators, especially with the positive that they had on that, would have been ridiculous. I would have absolutely taken that.
Yeah, my bet of the week would have been the Dynasty over the Gladiators, but. We'll
have to wait one more week at least.
Yep, and guys, stay tuned because unfortunately this could be a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah.
Because I know there's talk of other states going down, especially those big cities on the East Coast, Washington, New York, Philadelphia. You might see them. They're going to figure something out. At some point, they might have to do it from their houses, but I don't know. I really don't know at this point, but hell, guys, we tried to have a pick show.
Yeah.
I guess that's going to do it for this one, and thanks everybody for joining us. Everybody just stay safe. Do what you need to do. We're all gamers, so we're probably the one group of people, if they say you guys are not allowed to leave your house for the next few weeks, we'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, you guys got Animal Crossing dropping. There's other games dropping. I'm binging the Fall Guy. Boomer.
I just started Lock and Key as well.
Yeah.
Been pretty good so far.
Hey, and Teamfight Tactics is on your phone. So if you're in a DPS queue to play Echo, get a quick match at team. Well, they're like 20 minutes, which will be what will be the DPS queue at that point, especially if you're above fucking bronze.
Yeah, I should just start queuing now.
Anyway, guys, just stay safe. Thanks a lot for joining us. Everybody out there in YouTube land, thank you very much for all the watches, likes, all the comments, and all that stuff. Don't forget we have a Discord, too. Guys, jump in the Discord. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll start, playing some games and stuff like that. Just come in, check it out. I mean, I've been playing a lot more Overwatch than I have been. It's kind of it's for me, I'm playing Diabolical. It's fun. It's new and they have some work to do on some of the things that are going on there. I mean, you're playing against a lot of pros because of the people that got the keys, but just make the best out of what's going on, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll talk more, as this stuff progresses. Who knows? We could be shifting into regular Overwatch kind of things. Talking on stream. Maybe we'll, do stuff like that. All you guys have a good rest of your day. Like I said, stay safe, and we will talk to you at some point when some more news breaks. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Later, guys.